Yo, what do you mean, man? It's been every Thursday night for like a few weeks. Tuesday and Thursdays are always streams. How's it going, man? Yo, it's going good, man. How you doing? What's this? Oh, it's this piece. Did the VFX Emmys happen? Emmy, as in like the Oscars. They only got announced today. That's not going to happen until March. Yo, it's good. How you doing? A kid keeps you busy? Oh, I didn't know you had a kid. Congrats. No, that's right. You don't have to. You don't have to join consistently or anything. Why did I put that all the way up there? Oh, there's other stuff up here. Oscar nominees announced Dune 2 is up for VFX. Yep. Indeed it is. I don't think he'll win. Just because Dune won VFX before, so I don't think they'll give it to Dune 2. Maya keeps crashing on you with 44K Udemy textures. I don't know, I've never put textures into Maya, so I can't really help you there, sorry. For this, I'm going to do my scene assembly in Houdini anyway. So, just because I want to learn, you know, Solaris and that sort of stuff. Betterman has good VFX. I kind of hope that Apes wins it, just because I feel like Apes should have won a VFX Oscar at some point, and the fact that they haven't is kind of crazy. So I hope Apes wins visual effects Oscar. I mean, of course, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind if we won VFX Oscar as well, but I don't think it's going to happen. Just because we've already got it. And the fact that Denis is not ever considered for Best Director is kind of mind-blowing. But it is what it is. The awards are a bit iffy. What do I normally render in? I usually render in Arnold. But I don't usually have textures. So I've never really had to deal with it. I've been using Maya for work and was wondering if you knew if there was a way to set the default subdivision level when you turn on smoothing on a model. I know how to do it up and down. I don't know what I think default is 2. Where is it? Smooth mesh. I don't know how to, I think the default is 2. I don't know how to set the default to be different though. For work use 1? Oh, I don't know. I have always had it as 2, just because I think 2 is the default. I've never used it with 1. I mean, the way I work is my topology doesn't change that much anyway between the preview smooth and the default. So to me, subdivision 1 or 2 wouldn't make a big deal to me. That's how I usually kind of work. Betterman has made amazing VFX, but I haven't seen it because I don't know the singer. Fair enough. But I think like I'm just kind of curious how like a Betterman ape is gonna. I would feel kind of it's a bit insulting if the Betterman ape beats an entire movie about apes. Like, you know what I mean? Been learning as a Mac student, it's pretty good so far. Yeah, I think Maya's pretty decent. Ape series has 1, I guess.
All right then. I'm here in good evening.
God, fucking whatever the stupid fucking AI. But it's not AI. What's the Siri picking up my fucking phone?
There's nobody calling right now. Let me know if you want to make a call.
I love how it makes it have an Australian accent by default as well. I think Dune deserves it, but since it won last time, I personally believe Ape's Wicked was this one. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if there was no Dune 1, I would give it to Dune, but we already won the first one, so I don't think they give it to sequels. Also, like the VFX Oscar is not. I'm pretty sure the VFX Oscar isn't really voted by industry professionals, right? Like I'm pretty sure the Academy includes everyone. So people that don't have any, like, don't know anything about VFX can vote for the VFX Oscar, right? Unless you're Avatar. Yeah, but Avatar 1 and 2 came out like very long distances apart from each other. I think that's an exception to the rule for sure. Yo, how's it going, Darcy? Thank you for the live streams. Of course, no worries. Thank you for tuning into the live streams. I appreciate it. You know, if no one turned up to them, I wouldn't do them, right? So I appreciate that people turn up. Bounce back to work. Have a good stream. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day at work. Congrats on the Oscar nomination. Man, this might sound kind of bad, but the amount of times I've received Oscar nomination. Well, it's not even me. The team has received Oscar nominations like maybe like 8 times now, I guess. I don't know. For me, getting VES is, I feel, what I'm really interested in. I've had times where I've had 2 movies get Oscar nomination at the same time. And I think the only time I ever worked on a movie that won was Dune. Dune 1. I don't know, I think the fact that like the Oscars aren't really voted by the industry or anything like that, I don't take it as seriously, I think. Of course it's cool, but at the same time I think VES, the fact that it's more industry driven is what I am more interested in personally. Kind of really dislike this. Hope we win. I mean, I hope we win for the fact that my friend Reese the VFX Soup will get an Oscar to his name. That would be cool, of course. But me personally, it doesn't matter too much, I don't think. For applying for jobs, should I use my own website or ArtStation? I think either is fine. I personally like personal websites with like a custom domain, just because to me it looks more professional. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but to me it looks more professional. As long as your website is good, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy, right? Just clean, easy to read. But I like the fact that a custom domain, to me, looks more professional. My middle ground of this is I just use the ArtStation website builder. So I guess that's pretty much it. Yo, how's it going? But yeah, it's not like you're not going to get a job because you used an ArtStation's website instead. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. What was the Harvester rendered in? DNEG used to use Clarice before Clarice got discontinued. Yo, how's it going? Yeah, Andrew, how you been, man? Really appreciate doing the multi-stream on YouTube. I can catch up on all the streams. Yeah, I think the good thing about multi-streaming is the fact that the VODs are kept much longer. Like, I don't need to worry about it or think about it. The amount of times that people have asked me about seeing the start of this project, it's like, well, I can't. It's lost to the VOD, right? Oh, it's lost to the void because there's no Twitch VODs. But at least now we have this stuff like stored forever sort of thing. You're still working? Why are you still working, man? Work-life balance has been thrown out the window recently. I guess that's the VFX life sometimes. Was Clarice the go-to software before USD came out? No, not at all. Clarice is just a render engine. Well, it's a render program, I guess. Not many people use Clarice. I think it's not. Clarice is definitely not like the most common at all. I think maybe like RenderMan might be more common. Well, I mean, of course now because Clarice is gone, but yeah. Oh, what the hell? Oh. I guess there's no top version. No top one. Fair enough. Of course, this one's on a different angle. Whatever. Yeah, Andrew, I've been having fun in Mario. It's a cool program. We're definitely not going to stream it again though. The backseating was kind of crazy on that one. I'll keep people like updated on my progress on it, but I'm not gonna stream Mario anymore. I couldn't even paint masks without being backseated, so I'm not gonna do that again. Maybe on the next project people can see me use Mario. It's super fun. Yeah, man, it's so cool. Mo has been teaching me a bunch of cool, stuff with, like the whole broadcaster receiver workflow. I think is super cool. Yeah, like I was getting so many answers to questions I wasn't even asking. It's just a bit too much. Yo, how's it going? But yeah, I'll keep people updated on how it's going and show you the Mario file and stuff like that as I'm working on it. I just don't think I'll do it on stream. Have I tested Looked Over? I have not. So I was talking to Daniel Vedder about potential. I should probably learn Solaris in Houdini since I'm going full on, like, let's just learn VFX pipeline sort of stuff. Funny dude. Yeah, he's the look dev supervisor now, or the surfacing supervisor at DNEG now. Yeah, he totally deserves it. John is the modeling supervisor, and Daniel is the look dev is the surfacing supervisor. Oh, the privileging? I bet that was a new account that was made purely just to be a dick. So it is what it is. I don't really care about that person. But God, yeah, the amount of times that people told me to swap to Maya Navigation when I was already on Maya Navigation is kind of driving me up the wall. But yeah, Andrew, so what my problem was last stream was I just wish that in the node editor I could invert the zoom direction, like the scroll wheel direction. That's it. That's all I asked for. And I got so many messages, like live comments and private messages telling me like, oh, did you know you can swap to Maya navigation? I'm like, I know it's already on Maya navigation. That's not what I'm asking. So over such a basic thing, it's just like, I'm not going to bother. I'll just do Mario in my own time. Learning Blender all over again? Yeah, no joke. It was literally like that. Someone was telling me that I shouldn't be using the circle brush to paint masks in 2D space. I'm like, I messaged my friend who textured all the ornithopters, and they're like, I use the circle brush. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Stuff like that is just like, just chill out. Let me learn the program. But yeah, Andrew, when was the last time you did a private project? Personal project, I mean. What other issues did I have with the model? Oh, that's right, this one. Last year? I mean, last year was like a month ago, so I don't know how long ago that was. I learned Mario nodes can be used like Maya by using the Mario option after changing the viewport. Yes, I know, but it's inverted. It's inverted to the viewport. That was the entire point. I was like, I just want to change the view direction. That's it. Let's see. Early 2024? Damn. What even was it? It's been a while. So it turns out this is actually glass, and I didn't realize. So we gotta change this around. Where is the rest of this glass? You did Chainsaw Man fan art? Really? Can you link it? I haven't seen it, I don't think. Sick. Oh, it's not. I thought he'd go in more. That's so cool, man. Sick. Oh, you animate the blades and everything? That's pretty cool, man. How long did it take you to do? Two or 3 months? Nice. Sick. I completely forgot about that creature. Yeah, I gotta learn this one day. Maybe, I don't know. Silly question, do you think artists should label themselves as students on their portfolio? Nah, I don't think it really matters. I don't label myself. The only place where I put my actual label is LinkedIn. I put myself as a senior hard surface modeler. But when it comes to my website, I just have hard surface modeler, I think. At least I think so. That's very cool, Andrew. I don't even know if I even have. Oh no, I do have senior. I mean, I don't know. I guess I have experience to validate senior. It's been like 12 years. My about thing just says Australian hard surface modeler. I think it's irrelevant when some people say junior. No, junior makes sense. Mid. I think mid is pointless. Like I don't think there's a point of saying a mid-level modeler. I'd say you're just a modeler, right? I don't think that's like deceptive at all. Where's the rest of the glass? That's it here, isn't it? I don't know if I want to make a whole extra Udemy for just this. Just add it here. This is like a Udemy for like random miscellaneous stuff, essentially. But what is this then? Oh, that's that. Okay. But yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Like if I apply for a job, no one's going to be like, oh, you don't have the word senior in your job title. I mean, they'll just look at the 12 years of experience and be like, okay, this person's a senior. At the end of the time, it really matters is if you're a lead, right? Because a lead is a completely different job to just a modeler. Like a student is a completely different position to, well, a student's not even a position. But you know what I mean? A student's completely different to a junior, for example. What other things did I have issues with? I can't remember. Do studios do internships at all, or they go straight to juniors? Yeah, studios have internships. Andrew Dyer, right above you, was a intern at DNOC, which is where I met Andrew from. I can't remember what it was. There was something I had issue with in this that I needed to fix and model. Oh, that's right. I need to fill this hole. In the UVs, I imagine the long horizontal islands of the other sides of the panel. Do the orientation matter? It does not. You don't see the side. It's irrelevant. I just think it looks better if they look consistent though. Like, I have all of them flowing horizontal. It doesn't really matter. It just, to me, looks a bit nicer having it all consistent. So yeah, I didn't realize I didn't actually fill this hole. You assume you have to show experience to have an internship? No, I don't think so. Andrew got hired out of school. I'll leave that there actually. Are you using extension pack with Mario? Not yet. I've been told it's good and I need to get it, and I will probably at some point. The only kind of issue is the cost of everything is adding up, and that's it. So I just paid for my VES tickets and flights and hotel and all that sort of stuff. Plus I just bought Mari. All the stuff, right? It's a lot of money. So I might chill on the extension pack for a bit, but I will probably get it in the end. I think the main thing that is kind of needed for an internship though is you need to be able to essentially work without a visa. That's the main thing really. Like they can't justify having an intern that they need to get a visa for. I guess that's the only like major requirement, I guess, for a student. Yo, how's it going? How much is extension pack? That's 69 euros. I'll worry about it later. I'm not that interested in it yet. But yeah, I don't need experience for an intern. That's the point of the internship, is to get experience. Where does this go? I piqued your interest for that, to be honest. I'm wondering if students in EU also do it. Internships? I don't know. I know ILM London is doing internships, but unfortunately they voted Brexit. So I don't think that helps EU people. The people in the EU still need visas to go to the UK now. Whoops. Where was that? No, it wasn't there. Here. But yeah, I don't think I haven't heard anything about DNEG Greenlight for a while, unfortunately. But I mean, like, you know, with the state of the industry, it's kind of understandable. Brexit messed up a lot of work. Yeah. I used to enjoy going to Denmark and lecturing there. But, bullshit. But Brexit made sure that couldn't happen anymore. Sony is just starting internship again after a year break. Yeah, I think most studios haven't had interns for obvious reasons, right? This is fucking me up a bit. How long will I be in LA? Just 2 nights. It's so fucking expensive for 2 nights, but you know, it's a big one-off thing. Apply now so you can do your UVs. Can I apply, Andrew? Can I come do your UVs for you? I didn't realize this was so off. What the hell? Interesting. No one will ever see it. Yo, after I start texturing, I understand why texture artists like my UVs now. Makes it pretty easy. Lovely. But why? Give me a runner position? Yeah, we can go full circle. I'll start my career again. You know, new game plus, essentially. I always imagine like what it would be like if I was to like restart my career now. Like how would that go? What is this over here? Okay. It's so scary, the fact of like knowing that if I didn't meet like one very specific person at a very specific point in time, my entire life would be different. That shit blows my mind. You kind of try to restart here when we move to concept? I wouldn't say restart my career. Moving to concept was essentially like a deviation along the path. I'm talking about like starting from scratch again. Because I already had like a name to a degree that like some concept artists knew who I was and stuff like that. So that stuff for sure helped. Then AI said, I'm here to take your job. So I turned around and went back to production. Yeah, I fly into LA on Monday. We're staying in Beverly Hills. That's why it's expensive as fuck. Like the only hotel options are like luxury or sleeping on mold. There's like no like in between. So accommodation is a bit pricey. Can't believe I never fixed or finished this part. Whatever. How will it work with the fires? I fucking pray that nothing gets cancelled. Because my hotel is not refundable. Knowing that area, the mold area would still be expensive. Yeah, like that place is fucking crazy. It's like, I got really fucked by the Hilton though. I was previewing the entire experience, well, the entire time on the website, right? I was previewing it in Canadian dollars. Like I literally set it to Canadian dollars. And then what it does is at the checkout, without telling you, it swaps from Canadian back to US dollars, but doesn't tell you. And adds fees on top, right? So I saw the final thing. I'm like, okay, that's what I would expect to pay in Canadian, right? Then I checked my credit card and I suddenly got billed like 30% more than I expected. I don't know how that shit's not like illegal, but it is America, where, you know, the land of corporations fucking over people. That's a bit annoying. G'day. How's it going? Do I even need to? I probably don't even see that, do I? Oh my god, Mario's being so slow. No, I'm not even gonna see shit, am I? It'll be fine. When they charge a convenience fee for something I book online, yeah, I know. America, land of the fee? Yeah, exactly right. I'm annoyed I didn't finish this. In this case, I'll just add a new piece of geo because I can't be bothered updating the UVs and stuff. I don't know, I do this sometimes. In places where it doesn't really matter, just argue it's new detail. Something like that. Especially when something's already been textured or it's in texturing, right? Sometimes it's literally just easier to add a new piece of geo and not bother breaking the UVs at all. It's a new detail on a patch up. I mean, that's what VFX is, right? It's just constant patch ups, right? Yeah, it's just so much easier. Oh god, didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Left side. I might merge it and add it to the center actually. That might be easier. Congrats with the Oscar nomination. Cheers, I appreciate it. It's so funny, this is like my, I don't know, like my 8th Oscar nomination, I guess, at this point. The only time we won was Dune, which is, you know, if we're going to win an Oscar, that was definitely the one. I don't know, I feel Oscars are not that personal, because, you know, it's like hundreds of people, right, on that team. I mean, it's obviously very cool, right, for sure. But to me, like, VES is for sure what I'm much more interested in. Because VES feels much more personal. Because, you know, like the amount of work we put into the harvester, stuff like that. Ah, fuck. I feel like Dune 2 lost to recency bias. I thought they would get a lot more nominations. Yeah, the fact that Denis never got nominated for Best Director for Dune 1 or 2 is mind-blowing. But yeah, it's going to be cool to head down to LA. Bunch of us going to get suited up. It's gonna be fun. So it's me, my lead, Eric, Tim, who did the texture look dev for the harvester, and then there is a effects artist that did all the sand simulation around the harvester. Since the sand simulation is a big part of the character of the harvester itself. But yeah, us four are the nominees. So that would be cool. Get suited up. Jesus, what happened here? Alright, we're chilling. Has anyone actually seen Gladiator? I'm curious because I keep seeing it get like VFX nominations, but I don't know how much VFX is in it. I mean, I've never seen it. I have no idea. It's a genuine question. Like, is it pretty VFX intensive? They fill the arena with water and ride ships around in it. That's pretty sick. Did they actually used to do that? I feel like I heard the Gladiator movie is actually pretty good. My main issue, well, it's not even an issue with the film, but like their original trailer was fucking awful. Like the music choice alone just like completely kills the vibe of the trailer. So it was hard for me personally to take that movie seriously. But maybe I should give it a go. Obviously, I love the first Gladiator as a masterpiece. Yo, how's it going? Haven't seen it, just want to do? Just some action with Denzel? Yeah, I always liked Denzel Washington. Honestly, Gladiator 2 felt like a fan fiction. Yeah, that's a shame. So this is glass now. Center surface. You seem excited to see Jordan. Who is Jordan? Hit the like button. Is that even a thing? You work at Bello. Oh, sick. How is Bello? I know a lot of ex-DNEG people there. Seeing as it's all ex-DNEG, I guess. Eric Lehman? Yeah, he was my lead on Dune. Yeah, so like I essentially did like 90% of the modeling. Eric looked after like the back end of how we would technically achieve this. So he dealt much more with the organization part. I dealt with the physical placing of polygons. Tim was the hard surface texture lead on the show, who did like all the texture and look dev. I don't know how he did all the texture and look dev while also being lead. That's kind of crazy. And then, yeah, the effects artist who did all the sand simulation stuff. But yeah, Eric's a great guy. I've known him for a while. Oh yeah, that's right. Eric freelanced for him, didn't he? That's right. Yeah, Eric's a great guy. Definitely probably the best lead. Well, definitely one of the best leads I've worked with for sure. I'm streaming a lot these days? I guess. I'm just trying to be consistent with Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. It's just the same 3 days every time. He's fast. Yeah, he's super organized as well. My favorite part of working with Eric is he would just leave me alone. It's nice when you have a lead who just messages you like, "Do you need anything? No? Cool. Sounds good." And then you just just do your work. I have a lot of appreciation for leads that just leave me to do the job. But in saying that, when I need help, they are there to answer. Do I still have my library? I do not. Maybe I'll just steal something from elsewhere. But yeah, how long you been at Bello for? This might work surprisingly well. Shows they have a lot of trust in me? Yeah, for sure. I think that's honestly, to me, that's the most important thing. Having a soup or lead that like trusts me just to do the work. At DNEG, I usually get that trust, so I'm definitely grateful there. 2.7 years. I joined early. Oh, sick. Nice. Yo, Leela Lazy Bones. Thanks for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Considering it was a startup. Yeah, I guess it's technically true. How has Mari been treating me? Mari is great. I'm having a lot of fun with Mari. I'm definitely not streaming Mari though. I learned that mistake. Well, learned from that mistake. It's kind of a cool piece. Why? What was the problem? The backseating is just too much. Getting solutions to questions I wasn't asking, that sort of stuff. I'll still update people on how the project's going. I'm just not going to bother streaming the process. It's just not I don't see a point of it. What happened? Oh, nothing happened. Just people wanting to help too much. You know, the thing we went through when I learned Blender on stream. It's just the same sort of stuff. This looks kind of shit. All right, we gotta find something else. Let me grab another Maya. How's Maya learning curve? Hard or easy? I mean, I'm a beginner. I'm not finding it too hard. How do I find the paint buffer? I mean, I've used Mari before, like years ago, before the node editor was a thing. Like I learned the basics of texturing before. It's just I didn't like it. So I understand the fundamentals of texturing. Now it has nodes, it's much cooler. Old files. Let's go for this. From a student's medium, it's like substance paint and nuke at a child, essentially. Oh, hey, how's it going? You lost your, wait, what? I lost my pivot in Maya on an object sometimes. I was wondering do you get it back? Do you mean like if your pivot is on like a weird axis? You've rotated your object and the pivot is world aligned. I can't remember because I usually am very conscious about making sure that doesn't happen. There must be a way of doing it. I'm not sure. Let me just try something random for the sake of it. So that's like that. And I freeze this. Just make a new cube. Modify, snap together, put this on here. So that's on that angle. Close enough. What if I group it and then do it, does the group also get that transform? The group does. Cool. Why don't I put this in the group? And then take this one out. I mean, I don't know how to put it on the geo, but now I've got the group has that transform. Would something like this be useful. Press D, then click on the edge. Yeah, I'm sure there's a much easier way to do it than what I'm doing. But if you have a group of objects, you could realign it this way, I guess. That snap tool is neat. Yeah, it's very cool. It's just modify snap together. So the reason why I am used to knowing this is because when we built transformers, we would have it's important to have everything run on the same axis down the arm. So what we would do is we put a plane in from wrist to shoulder. And whenever we needed to put a pivot, or not pivot, but we need to put a joint or something or some detail, we would just snap the geo to the plane, and then now it's on the correct axis of the arm. So that's how I know about modify snap together. You can always press D, then press face, then bake pivot. Yeah, I'm sure there's much easier ways to do it than I do it. But this will work for groups if you need to get groups back onto the same. Yeah. So what I did was I essentially showed you how to get a group transform on the axis instead of a geo, but both are kind of cool. Yep, I need to get the rest of my back in a sec. What was I saying? Do you know a website or something where you can find reference for spaceships, vehicles, and structures? Honestly, I think the best reference you can get is just go to a museum. Physically go and have a look at the stuff in person and take your own pictures. I think that's the best way of gathering reference, essentially. I remember going to the Smithsonian. It was so good just to see all these aircraft right in front of me. What was I saying? What are the grid details for? Oh, this is I've just opened an old file. The grid details are inside the landing gear. I was looking for my kit. Oh Jesus! I was looking for my kitbash library. That's why I opened this old file up. But yeah, the grid pattern is for the landing gear base. But yeah, I'm just looking for this. I'm just gonna steal this. Because yeah, I don't really want to do any modeling in this little light thing. I'd rather just kitbash something. While your PC can handle all those objects. Oh, not only that, we've got Mari open at the same time, just like chilling in the background. But yeah, the scene's getting a bit heavy though, so my file's broken up a bit more at the moment. Maybe this one might do. I just need something. Wait. No, this is the right file. Limit test and open Arnold as well. Yo, I almost was thinking about rendering it and I was like, wait a minute, I probably shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't push it too far. Okay, this is getting in the way. Actually, what am I doing? I can just make this a reference. Yeah, imagine. No, I'm not gonna blow my computer up on stream. But yeah, Vivian, have you put any more thought into a potential project choice? If you're still around. Oh shit, soft selection, of course. We're being excused to buy the new 50 series. No, I don't need I don't intend to replace my computer anytime soon. They're both young adult females? Alright, we'll definitely find something else then. Yeah, for sure. If you've literally been asked about can you do males as well, I definitely think it's a good excuse to do a male. This fits surprisingly well. And make girls get you hired. I mean, Renette got hired with a leader, so I guess fair enough. Wait, is this in? It is. This is such a hack, but it might be good enough. But yeah, I'm not like joking when I say you should try and do the least amount of modeling possible. This is the key to hard surface modeling, in my opinion. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Maybe not that. What do I mean by that? Essentially, I just detailed this entire thing without doing any modeling. That's what I mean by it. Try and just reuse existing parts and modify them to save a lot of time. It's the key to working fast. Because I have no design of what this looks like. I'm just making it up. And the easiest way to make it up is just kitbash. That's what I meant by that. Hack the ILM Google library and work good. I mean, it's not that hard to make a Google library. All you have to do is just do a personal project and then just disassemble it afterwards. Then you have a Google library. That is it. Looks okay, I guess. It could be better, but it's going to be hidden by glass, so it doesn't really matter too much, I guess. It's hard to find original sprues of the Greebles. What do you mean by sprues? Oh, the original sprues. I get you. What were you saying? Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine the materials slow things down. In saying that, let's close Mari. We don't need this open. Yeah, I think Jay Machado had he used to have a blog on where he got the original Millennium Falcon, because he built the original Millennium Falcon not again, but he made the one for Force Awakens, and then he built the original Falcon for fun, as you do. And he had a blog about where he got all the original pieces from, right? I actually asked Jay if he'd be interested coming onto the stream, and he said he would. So maybe soon, Jay Machado, who obviously I've mentioned many times before, badass model supervisor from ILM San Francisco, might pop onto the stream for a bit of a chat. But yeah, I don't know if he's still got his blog somewhere about where he got the original Greebles from. But yeah, he's a super cool guy. There's a few pretty cool people I've asked if they'd be down to hop on the stream. So I think eventually they'll come on. The site he used went private, so it kind of fucked. Oh really? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, Jay is crazy though. I remember when I was working on Star Wars Episode 9, the ship I was working on was designed by the concept team using Greebles from the Falcon. So I would literally just screenshot sections of the concept and send them to Jay. Like, he wasn't even working on the show, right? I was just talking to him. I would send him a screenshot to the Greebles, like literally just the Greeble by itself, like no joke, like a zoom in like this. And he would be like, it's on the back side left underneath next to the landing gear, right there. I'm like, crazy. So I had the Falcon open and I would just steal stuff from the Falcon. And he knew where everything was. It was crazy. Yeah, so big surprise, this guy is a model supervisor on Star Wars. Like, he knows that shit more than anyone. But yeah, if anyone has any questions for Joe, let me know. I can write them down, and whenever he comes on, we can have a chat. I'm not really feeling this, but I'm also kind of over it. Maybe I just leave it. Buy all the original. Well, I think that's what they did. I think they did scan the original model kits when they built them for the new movies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure every studio has a pretty nice library. Am I based in Vancouver or Australia? I am in Vancouver right now. I don't really see myself moving back to Australia anytime soon. We're chilling in Vancouver. No, that was stupid. Yo, how's it going? But yeah, we're chilling in Vancouver for a bit. Maybe this might be cool. How am I? I am good. How are you doing? No, actually, it's not too bad. You're fine? Fine is good. Nothing wrong with being neutral. I guess this kind of works, I guess. Assuming I don't care for Smart Extrude since I'm using 2023, I don't even know what Smart Extrude is. So you can feel free to educate me. I don't know, it's not like I'm not looking at what each new updated version of Maya does. I don't really, as long as I can push vertex around, I usually don't care too much for updates. Or I don't expect anything groundbreaking from Autodesk. Smart Extrude would be cool if it was implemented into normal one, but having it extra makes it so redundant. Really? So what is Smart Extrude? If it's so cool, why is it redundant? Smart Extrude automatically fixes overlaps if you extrude into a mesh. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I don't know how often I do that. But that's cool. It's not a bad thing for sure. All right. I'll just say this is good enough for now. I'm getting tired of this little glass thing. Jay's Falcon site is still up, a lot of scale. Oh, can you link it then? I wouldn't mind checking it out. Where do you find? Yeah, someone said his site wasn't still active. But it saves like 5 seconds, and having to switch to a tool that can only do that is kind of not worth it. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, like, does it fix this thing? I guess this is the main thing, right? The only thing I really care about is that one. Does it fix that? Sick. So yeah, this is senior hard surface modeler. How fucking outdated is this? This dude's been like a supervisor for like 5 years. But yeah, I guess it's a what is this? Oh, it's like all the fucking greebles. Sick, dude. I recognize a lot of these pieces, actually, because I've used them. That's so funny. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these parts before. It's so funny when you recognize like kitbash parts, right? Especially with transformers. Transformers is the most obvious ever, right? You see the same kitbash pieces on all transformers. Very cool. Is there more to it? 2020, 2018. Cool. As someone who uses both Maya and Blender, what would you say the use cases are for each in personal work and studio? In studio, Blender, I think, is irrelevant. At home, I think Blender is better for concept, free, loose, iterative workflows. Maya is more structural and organized. At personal work, I think it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, obviously, my stance on Blender and VFX is, I guess, pretty well known at this point. Actually, fuck it. Let's pull up the clip of John. Let's pull up the clip of John explaining Blender and VFX. That's a good one. Let me just find it. We had John, who's a model supervisor at DNEG, and we ended the stream with me asking his thoughts on Blender. And his answer is pretty funny. Okay. I need to set it to. Fuck. When did we talk about Blender?
Service work. I think like any junior getting into works out exactly. So then it just has, instead of using the standard roller, you know, so being able to solve what the concept looks like from the back,
and it kind of invalidates the whole model in the VFX industry.
Okay. You know why do
the design itself doesn't look good.
Exactly.
And it kind of invalidates the whole model.
Exactly. So then it raises the question. It's like, well, then why? You know, why do that? Because now, again, wrap it up. Yeah. Very simply, it's a cool tool. I think it has its uses for sure, but it doesn't define whether or not you'll be successful in the industry. I don't think. It's not. Unfortunately, it's like let's use my analogy. You know, you're a painter painting my house. You know,
Yeah.
like let's say that I want you to paint my house. It's a big house, so but then the painter says instead of using the standard paint roller to paint the house, they're going to use a piece of rope to paint my house. They're going to dip the rope and then they're going to slap it against my house. Okay, it will get done, right? It will get done eventually, but it's not like a standard way of painting a house, right? So it has its use case. It could work, right? But it's not what the other painters are using. You know what I mean?
Man, that's such a fucking good analogy, man. What the hell?
Yeah, but exactly. But Blender's free. That the rope was free. You know, it's
what about like the stick you find on the floor? Use that to paint the house.
You know, or like a smaller, like a paintbrush.
Yeah,
you know, like a small paintbrush versus like a paint roller.
And then what happens
on using it?
Yeah, and then what happens when other painters need to use the same? They need to pick up the brush while you're on lunch break, or you're the rope. Yeah.
The person holding the rope, the blender guy, wants to use the roller, and they're like, I don't know how to hold this. You know, do I use my teeth? You know, and then everyone that's using rollers, all the other painters are using rollers. They're like, oh, this guy.
Yeah. That's so good. The analogy is fucking spot on. But it's true. Like, it's straight up. It's like we can make it work if we have to, but it's not. It's just not the standard practice, essentially. You should make a command like Blender, so whenever someone asks that question, they watch the clip. That would be a good idea. We should definitely do that. We should ask him if he will ever continue the project. Wait, continue what project? But yeah, in one of the previous streams, John was on, and we had a great chat about the industry. The Falcon, true. We can ask him about the Falcon whenever he comes on. But yeah, like I think Blender is obviously a great program. It definitely has its use cases, but it's just not. You use the best tool for the job, right? Or whatever tool is required for the job. So like when I worked in concept, I would use Blender. Same thing now. If I was to go back to concept right now, I'd be using Blender. But because I want to do an organized production-ready film asset, I'm using Maya, and that's pretty much it. That's the easiest way of explaining why we do this. What is this? Oh, okay. Am I using a tablet for 2 monitors? I am. Not only that, but it's an ultra wide plus. It's an ultra wide plus a vertical. Did I change the sensitivity? I did not. So my tablet is super sensitive. But I just kind of got used to it, right? Tablet video. Wait, this me? Oh yeah, I did a video on like why I use a tablet and all that sort of stuff. Nothing too crazy, but it's just a summary of why I use the tablet and stuff. Oh shit, that was a bit of a mistake. But yeah, thanks for the share, Garrison. Oh shit. See if you can guess where it's from. Play trivia with Jay. That would be pretty funny. I wonder if I'll see Jay at in LA. Maybe. He might pop over to hang out with other ILM people. So maybe. I know Gerald's going to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing Gerald again. Me and Gerald are competing for best model. Are there things I don't like about Mara, despite your experience so far have been positive? No, the only thing I don't like is I wish the node editor was also Maya navigation. That's it, really. At the very least, I would rather the node editor zoomed out in the same direction as the viewport. That's it. But it doesn't bother me that much, right? I just need to get used to it. I just simply haven't used the program enough to be super fluent in it. That's it, really. But in general, I think Mara is cool. Paint buffer, all that sort of stuff I'm pretty used to, so it doesn't bother me. PM beige. Okay. Where's all this stuff? Outback. Yeah, that's it. Have I tried PPG 2.0 and Bifrost? I have no idea what any of those words are. What is Bifrost? Like the Maya FX thing? Is that Bifrost? I don't even know. I do not know these words you speak. I think it's important to have like a bit of shadow blocking geo, just because, you know, just in case there's gaps in the model, we can use the shadow blocker. Oh, the light blocker, not shadow blocker. You can't really block shadows, can you, I guess. The light blocker geo stops the light from going through everything. It's a thing you get asked if you want to download when you install Maya, and you click no thanks. Yeah, actually, that's the only time that sounds familiar, actually. Yeah, who actually uses it? I'm curious. Just use Houdini for everything. Oh yeah, Vivian, Garriston is also ex-Think Tank. There's actually a bunch of Think Tank people that come to the stream, funny enough, which is pretty cool. Oh, this does not line up. Are you also Think Tank? Damn, how many think tank students in the stream? Yeah, it seems like we have a bunch of think tank people at the moment. You're a mentor? Oh shit. Okay. What do you mentor? Yeah, Garrison's plane is pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna show it once again, Garrison. While I get some water, we can look at your plane. God, I might as well just pin it to our conversation. Sick. Yeah, this is Garrison's plane. He did a think tank mentorship with me and then texture mentorship with Muhammad Mari, and it ended up pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna get water. I'll be back in a sec. But yeah, the one of the people helping me with texturing is the guy that did a texturing mentorship with Garrison on this very plane. Oh, you're an environment art, real-time games focused. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about working in games. Houdini is cursed? If you want to get into VFX, I suggest you learn to enjoy the curse of Houdini. We all have to at some point. But yeah, for the plane, I'll probably do... Oh, shit. That's fine. For the plane, I'll probably do... What was I saying? I'll probably do the scene assembly and look dev in Houdini. So more things to learn on on this project, but we'll see. But yeah, Declan, how did you find my stream? Out of curiosity. I'm honestly surprised anyone finds my stream. I don't know how you all turn up here, honestly. Yeah, Vivian's work is cool. We're going to start doing a mentorship to enhance their hard surface work. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm just a dude that pushes polygons around, but I do appreciate the kind words. Yeah, they're at Pixamondo, which is pretty cool. It's funny, like half the people that do mentorship are actually professionals. They're not even like students. It's kind of surprising. Like someone reached out that's worked on like Call of Duty and stuff like that. I'm like, why do you need a mentorship? But it's cool. It's cool. The fact that other professionals respect me enough to want to do a mentorship definitely makes me feel pretty good. So I definitely appreciate it. Where is this? It's in Mac as well. I think having a growth mindset is how you get to be a professional in the first place. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I've been in the industry for like 12 years now. I'm still doing personal projects, still learning new programs, all that sort of stuff. I do agree. That's what helps you thrive. My career would be very different if I didn't keep doing personal stuff, for sure. What skill set should I have? Expect modeling and texturing. Do you mean accept modeling or expect modeling and texturing? So I don't really understand the question. Is this sub D? It is sub D. Everything is built for subdivision. What material is this going to be? Let me. Yeah, everything in VFX is sub D. Well, not everything. Most stuff in VFX is sub D. What's that up there? Shit. What is this? So, I mean, what skill set is essential apart from modeling and texturing? Oh, do you mean what's important for modeling? Well, I mean, obviously topology. Topology is the bare minimum. Topology is, you have to have good topology. What good topology is pretty subjective. Being able to copy something one-to-one being able to kit bash, I feel, and being able to interpret concepts for sure. For texturing, essentially being able to study the real world, I think, is the most important thing for texturing, because a lot of materials are based on real materials. So I would say being able to study the real world is the most important thing for texturing. But I'm not a texture artist, so I might be talking out my ass, but that makes sense to me. I think regardless of what, because visual effects is making things look realistic, right? So the foundation of any VFX discipline is understanding the real world. So whatever it is, if it's lighting, effects, anything. Like, you know, comp need to learn about how cameras work, say for example. You know, lighters need to obviously understand how lighting works. Look dev is like the in-between between texture and lighting. So I think look dev is quite hard. But yeah, like when I built this plane, for example, you know, I had a few images of the toy or whatever, but most of the detail comes from looking at real planes. You know, real landing gear. So this, I feel, is the key to being a good artist, is studying the real world. Considering I have been using Maya for so long, do I have a preferred version of it? Nah, it's all pretty interchangeable for me. Whatever crashes the least, I guess, is what I like. Oh, it's a panel. I don't know. Does anyone have any other things they feel is important for model and texture? I think I kind of summed it up. Should be the top. Cool. Hearing you guys talk about how the industry heavily still uses Maya, I think I might have shot myself in the foot by spearheading into Blender. Not necessarily. I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing Blender. Like, the more programs you know, the better, right? The only reality is, like, if you go to work in a VFX studio, you got to use Maya. There's nothing wrong with knowing Blender, right? Most of the like, I know both of the programs. A lot of the skills, like topology and stuff, will transfer between the programs. I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think you've done anything wrong. All of your knowledge you've developed is not thrown away for sure. But yeah, it is a simple reality that if you do want to go into VFX, you have to learn Maya. Like, I know there's some diehard Blender fans out there who don't want to believe that. I don't know what else to say. It's up to you if you want to, like, what your goals are, right? Where is this? I don't get it since it's somewhat easily transferable. I'm just considering giving my a shot. Yeah, give it a shot. I don't think you lose anything by learning the program. But it depends, right? Like, if I was to start over again and I have come from Blender, but I don't intend to work in VFX, like I want to go into games or something, I would probably just stay Blender. It just, Like always, it always depends on what your goals are. The amount of job positions for Blender is crazy, just not for VFX. Yeah, exactly. Like games, I think, is more open to Blender. Like the reason why games is more open to Blender than VFX is because in VFX, Maya is where our pipeline goes through. Where in games, the game engine is your pipeline essentially. So regardless, Maya or Blender, you have to take it out and put it into the game engine. Where in VFX, Maya is our pipeline. Well, it's the entry to our pipeline. Have you started seeing things in real life and imagining what sub-D wireframes look like? Man, I was doing that shit like 15 years ago. That's not a new thing. We've transitioned out of that already. I don't really think about topology anymore, honestly. Like even while I'm working, I don't actually think about the topology. It's kind of second nature at this point. But yeah, when I first started, I would think in topology, but now I don't think about it at all. Which is probably a good indicator that I should move into learning something else. What's this? Oh. Yo, how's it going? Very rare to see me streaming. What? I've been streaming like 3 times a week for like the last 3 weeks. It's definitely, I don't think it's been that rare, has it? You're trying to learn sub-D? All right, so if you want to go into VFX, sub-D is a must. Like, program aside, you got to learn sub-D modeling for VFX. That's just a given, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, I think sub-D is cool, but there's no way around that one. What is this? Oh. Shit, did I move something? No. Oh, we're all good. My bad timing's opposite? No, that's so good. But yeah, if you head to the, I guess if you haven't seen streams for a while, if you head to the YouTube channel, all of the, okay, that's probably why you haven't seen there's streams. So I don't keep the VODs on Twitch anymore. All of the stream VODs go to YouTube because Twitch doesn't keep them, but YouTube does. So now we multi-stream. So we're streaming on both platforms at the moment right now. That might explain why you haven't seen any streams. But yeah, thanks for the link, Garrison. You're listening to the stream at the gym? Nah, man, I couldn't. Close the stream and listen to music. Like, I don't know how you get a lift in while listening to my annoying voice. But yeah, since January we started multi-streaming just because it's better. There's no reason not to. The VOD gets kept, it doesn't get deleted. It's a much better archive of video. But yeah, we've almost hit 2 hours. Helps you focus. Music is too stimulating. And I guess it depends what you're doing, right? For me, I need the music for sure. It's funny, when we do tricking, we listen to like metal. So it's like we want the We want the energy. Now motivating you to finish your car? I mean, motivating to do work is different to motivating to gym for sure. But I learned a twist yesterday, so that was pretty cool. Still on the map, but it's still pretty cool. Where the hell's my page? Oh, it's not here. Oh. This is a twist. Yesterday was a tiring session, but we still did some cool stuff. If the music is bad at the climbing gym, it will be a bad day. Oh, for sure. Like, there'll be times where, like, they will have chill music on at Origins. I'm just like, I don't even want to throw the flip at the moment. It's just too chill at the moment. But imagine just leaning. Imagine listening to my stream while at Origins. That would be awful. I wouldn't be able to do any tricking. Like, listen to the sound of my own voice. Yeah, A-twist is cool. It's essentially an aerial, which is a no-handed cartwheel. But then as you're inverted, you spin 360 degrees at the same time. What is this? Oh shit, that's right. Who's seen the videos of Clarence Kennedy doing tricking? I don't know who that is. Clarence Kennedy. When I look them up, all that comes up is weightlifting. Are they like an old tricker? But yeah, I'll show you some of the guys I train with. I'm not even remotely close to their level. They're like on a whole other planet. This dude Laz, crazy. Fucking insane. Oh, this is Jackson. He's my instructor. This guy is fucking crazy. But yeah, as you can see, I am nowhere near their level. Can we go back? There's me in the background. But seeing this stuff in person is crazy. Like, this dude goes so fucking high. Sick, dude. But yeah, it's been 2 hours, so I'll probably wrap the stream up here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I greatly appreciate it. The next stream will be on Sunday, usual time, lunchtime. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I greatly appreciate it. I will catch you later. See ya. Bye.